Ta-da! Fortune favors the bold, and I only have to have the D left on the for the bold. And over on this side, it's going to be a feather in blue and some ravens, well, some birds in black. So the only blue there will be on this project, the only color there will be on this project is this little, okay, don't have it. I did this once already before I realized I wasn't recording. This little itty bitty box, so that's what you know what the color is for the feather, and that feather. Now, you're asking, why did you show a picture of your work first instead of your face? Well, I had started my video. I was talking along, and it's a short video, and I got to just the end of the video, and I realized I was not recording. Nope, not recording. So you missed out. And I thought, well, let me do something different for my second video, and I'll just show my project as a thumbnail, you know, so you can just see it on the screen before you even see me. So, as I said before in the other video, I have some notes, and we're going to be going down the notes, and I probably will be talking fast, not slow, because I don't have that much notes, and I am scheduled for joining the virtual stitchers in 8 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to be referencing my previous video, the unboxing that I did. I got lots of patterns. Three of them were small stitches, and I'm doing a giveaway. To whoever wins will get one of those patterns stitched by me. Yes, I myself will stitch them for you, so you can judge my stitches, see if I'm good or bad and need improvement. Sorry about that. Ooh, my throat. Okay. So, also, Clumsy, you were the only one who took a guess as to what the letter might be. You were wrong both times, but you took a guess. Here it is in full. T. H-E. But the letter that I was referencing was the T. It is a T. You never could have told, seen that from the top, from where it was at that time. But it was a T. So, in that case, you know, thank you for attempting to find out what it was, to guess what it was. And I'm a little disappointed that you were the only one who tried. You know? Sorry. But I was happy to do that unboxing. I got to look at these patterns, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. I just love them all. You know? To see them full, check out the unboxing. But I still have the box because I haven't gotten them to distributing them yet. So I'm not going to show you the big patterns. I will, however, show you the 3 that I'm giving away. That's going to be stitch binding. So if you want to enter, check out my other one and enter there. So here is the penguin. Here's an air balloon. And here is 2 bears. And I'm looking forward to stitching them. They've got all the thread, they've got the pattern, and they have the finishing. Oh, and she sent me some thread. I never turn down thread. Never, 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 never. And another lady who happens to know who you are just sent me a PDF of a pattern that she said I could have. Not going to mention who it is because she didn't say whether I could or could not. There we go. My room needs rearranging. So, yeah. My room needs rearranging, so I need to find places for everything. Patterns and all that stuff, because it needs a box, you know, something with a lid on it. So, I was very, very happy. Then, I showed you a pen ball plastic thingy that you stick on a board or wherever you want so you can put your pens, your pencils, and your stuff. I showed it to you. But then, I also placed it while speaking. So, I can't show it again. It's stuck. Up there. On the top of my computer. I have 3 of them. One for my pen. One for my tweezers. Because, you know, we need to tweeze things out of our stitching. Like thread. Or hair from the animals. Or even your own hair. And it's real close to the web thing, so I could do like this. And you'll be like, what the heck is that? Well, that's a tweezer. And it fits. And then I have one for my pencil, because I use that to check my stitches and other stuff. There it is. That one's kind of crooked, but it's like once it's on, it's on. I had fun with those. I was walking down the aisle of Walmart because I had gone there to get a handies and for my hands, and they don't have it. So I had to talk my sister into taking me to Walmart in May or June. April is spoken for. Then there's some. Then I had my Who Have I Been Watching? Been watching Nikki Crafts. I like her. I love her projects. You guys have got to check her out if you haven't already. I'll link her below. Speaking of linking, Fortune is by Vanny Stitches. She has an Etsy shop, which I will link below, and she has a Twitch channel, which I will link below. Fortune is not yet up in Etsy, but other patterns are. So if you'd like to stitch a fortune, keep an eye on it. Okay? But hopefully it'll be up by the time I finish. Okay. Back to who I've been watching, because I'm late. I wanted to get there at 7, but nah, it's not happening. It would have happened if I had, the first video had been recording, but it wasn't. So I've been watching Nikki Crafts, Sammy Stitches, who is hosting Virtual Stitchers, and I will post that below, link that below. You guys have got to come over. You know, sign up, be a part of our Facebook group, because we have a Google Hangout reserved for us. You just click on that link, and if somebody's there, you can talk to that person and stitch with that person. Nobody's there, you can stay on, and you can wait for somebody to come on, or you can log off and says, screw that. But it would be preferable if you waited, you know, and came on, because I like coming on in the afternoons. And although I haven't been lately because I've been busy doing something, I've been off Virtual Stitchers for a couple of weeks. I have been sick, I have been busy, and I've had drama. All this drama. So I've been watching her and Sammy G's, and I've been watching Shazzy and Stitches. I'm all about her these days. But I've also been watching my costuming drama, where she's making historical dress, but she's using her sewing machine to do so. And I've been watching Bernadette Banner, who's also doing historical dress, but she's using historical practice, which is she is hand sewing them using the stitches and the techniques of the era of which the dresses or other such were in. She has some fantastic stuff. So I've been watching Floss Tube, and I've been watching historical dress, and let's also be honest, I've been watching gaming channels. So I keep saying that again. I'm sorry. Two more things. Future plans. I believe it'll take me another week to do Fortune. Just one more week. Then I'm going to go back to the Queen. And I'm going to intersperse that with Sweet Bears. And I want to finish a motif on that. I want to finish that cupcake. So I might do that before I go back to the Queen. But my focus will be back on the Queen so that I can stitch around the world. I have realized that I will not stitch around the world this year. But I can get as far as I can and then finish it up next year. So, I want to finish that up next year so I can go back to The Last Supper. But for some reason, it hasn't been calling me. I want to go back to it, but it hasn't been calling me, or else I'd put the Queen down and go back. I guess it wants to be in a timeout. The Queen is what's been calling me. You know, I could stop on the Queen and go to The Last Supper and stitch on that for my Stitch Around the World. I mean, I only have to do stitches. Like, right now I need to do about 400 more stitches to get to Suez. I can do that on the Queen or the Last Supper. But for some reason, the Queen is what is calling me. So, I'm going to do that. Lastly, I have a question. I was watching Stitching in Sequence, And she was talking about this Stitch Along with Electric Possessions goat load. And she implied that there was a joke about it. A risque joke about it. I don't get it. And I was wondering if somebody would be willing to explain it to me. You know, you can explain it to me down below, or, you know, I'm on Instagram. You can DM me on Instagram. I don't know how to get do the messages on YouTube, so what is the joke about the goat load pattern, or her pattern that she's doing because it is similar to the goat load humor, the rooster riding a horse. You know, the rooster's on the back of the horse, you know, near the rump, and he's trotting. What's that joke? She says don't look it up because it's not polite, but I wouldn't know how to look it up anyway. What the heck is that joke? It's got me curious. I swear. But that's less of it. 16 minutes and counting. Now, my scripture for the day is one that I read and that I sought my pastor, his wife, about the understanding. So, let's go back. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and his offering. And I think it's because Abel offered the first of his fruits. And Cain did not offer the first of his fruits. He brought of the fruit, not the first of the fruit, I believe. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thus doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Okay, the question I had was, unto thee shall be his desire. Who is his? Translated, according to her, that means, unto you shall be sin's desire, and sin shall rule over you if you do wrong. I'm not sure about the last part. Thou shalt rule over him. And unto thee shall be his desire. Unto you shall be sin's desire, and you shall rule over sin. The note says, "You'll be sin shall be subject unto thee." And unto thee shall be sin's desire. Until thee shall be sin's desire, and you shall rule over sin. Okay, I've got more studying to do about that. Anybody have a comment or an explanation or wants a discussion? Feel free to comment below. I would appreciate it, because I'm totally open. You could say God is false and blah blah. You know, can say you're an atheist and you couldn't care less. You can give any opinion you want. I welcome discussion. And if you don't want it answered in my next video, say do not answer. But or if you see somebody has answered and you're like, I don't want to listen to this, then I will do it at the end of the video as well, and you can click off. I'll let you know beforehand, and you can click off. It's like a, say, and my scripture for the day is, click. So, 20 minutes. My videos are getting pretty good. I remember when they were only 10 minutes. Of course, my longest one has been about 40. Oh well. Not today. I talk too fast. Alright, I'm gonna click off. You guys have a good day. And I'll possibly see you over on Virtual Stitchers. Bye.